Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to retouch skin. It's very basic, nothing advanced, and all I'm using is just the healing brush tool, layer mask, a little bit of dodge and burn, and skin painting. So this is my final result, and here is the before and after. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to select my original and I'm going to duplicate the layer. And now I'm going to go to my healing brush, and it's this one right here. And let's check the setting. Everything's here is default. For the hardness, I'm just going to set it to 0%. Can you zoom in? And then select my healing brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and start erasing her beautiful imperfections. And you see this little symbol here. Every time I erase one of her skin area, if I don't press Alt, then if I move to like a new area, then it's gonna continue to select the area from earlier. So you have to press Alt every time you retouch a new skin. So then the skin will be consistent. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue erasing. So once you're happy with the result, you are ready to move to the next step. And in this case, I think I'm ready. Let me just go ahead and erase a little bit of the shine in her eyes. Okay, I think I'm ready and I'm happy. So next, I'm going to create a new layer. The next step is to paint her skin, because you can see that some of her color here, it doesn't really match. So we're going to set the skin tone in one color, just to make it look consistent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the eyedropper tool, and I'm going to start with the lightest part first. And here I'm just going to select any of the color around this area. Like, it doesn't even matter, just sample one of the area. And then I'm gonna go to my paintbrush, and the opacity I'm going to change it to 10%. And make sure your brush is a round, soft brush, because you don't want any harsh edge when you paint the skin. So I'm going to fix my brush size, and then I'm just going to slightly paint over it. And then every time you are painting a new area, just use the eyedropper tool again and just sample it like this. So then the skin tone could be consistent. Like smaller area like this, just make your brush a little bit smaller to fit in. And then let's see. As you clearly see, her skin look a lot better. And then once you're happy with the result, I am going to go ahead and select the image. And then I'm going to copy merge all of it. And then I'm going to paste. So right here, this is like a whole new image of what I've done so far. So now we are going to do layer mask, and what I meant by that is I'm going to make the skin a little bit softer, and I'm going to go right here, select your paintbrush, and be sure that your foreground is black and your background is white. And just start painting. Remember to set your opacity to 100%. She's gonna look crazy, like she has sunburn all over her. And what this layer mask is doing is it's going to select the area that I am painting. And you'll see what I mean later. And if you made a mistake like this, don't worry, just change it to white and paint over it. Basically, white is to erase and black is to paint it back in. So here I got part of her eyebrows and I don't want it. Alright, and then zoom out. I know she looks pretty crazy right now. Alright, so after you are done and if you're happy with your result, then you are ready to move to the next step. So go ahead and click this button again. So right now it's selecting the area inside, like outside here instead. So what you're gonna do is go to select inverse. So you see all of these marching ants, they are only selecting the area that we painted earlier. And I'm going to go to modify, feather, and I'm going to select 0.5 because it's going to soften the edge, and you don't want it to be way too soft by going over 1 or 2. So I think 0.5 it's the perfect number for it. And then click OK. And then click press Ctrl H this at the same time, so then you can't see the marching ants anymore. And if you want to see it again, just press Ctrl H again. And the reason why I don't want to see it, because it's gonna help me to see the effect a lot more clear and cleaner. So next step, I'm going to go to blur, Gaussian blur, and you could play around with it, but you know, don't go way too high because it's going to look way too fake and it's too much. So I think that at 5 is perfect. And click OK. And then zoom out. And then go to Edit, Fade, Gaussian Blur. And here I'm going to go to 50. 50, she still look a little bit too blurry. So I think let's go to 40. She still look a little bit way too blurry again. And I think go to 30. I think 30 is perfect. So I like 30. And I'm gonna go ahead and click OK. And the next step, I'm going to, well, actually 30 looks a little bit too blurry in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna go back and redo it. Let's go to 25. Okay, I think 25 is perfect. Yeah, I like 25, so let's go with 25. Click OK. And then I'm going to press Ctrl H again to see the marching ant. So now you have to click, you have to press Ctrl D to deselect. So then you the marching ant will go away and you won't have to worry about the layer mask. Because if you don't do it, then everything you do will affect what's inside her face. So we got rid of it. So now the final step is we're just going to sharpen the image, and I'm going to duplicate the layer again. So now I'm gonna go to sharpen, smart sharpen, and here this little area here, they could show you the close-up of the skin, and let's just play around with it. If you move it too much, then it's gonna be very, very sharp, and it's not gonna look that great. So just play around with it until you like it. And I think I got it. Okay, I think I like this. Okay, this is my setting. And I'm going to press OK since I like it. And here's the before and after. And let's zoom out. Before and after. And here you can see that her hair is very sharp. And if you don't like it, just use the eraser tool and erase it. And then here you see how the image is disappearing because I am erasing part of it. So I'm going to select both of the layer and merge it together. So then it could become one whole image. And then I'm going to duplicate again. And basically we're done. But the final step for me, I'm going to add a little bit of noise. Just to make it look a little bit better. Just don't go way too high. For me, I like to go at 1.5 or just 1. Let's go to 1.5. Click OK. And one last step is it's the dodge and burn. And I'm going to dodge her nose. And you just have to follow where the lights are. And my exposure, I'm going to set it at maybe 5. And then just start dodging. And I'm going to zoom out. I'm just going to make the highlights a little bit brighter by dodging. just going to bring out the white. Alright, and then after that, I'm gonna go and choose burn. I'm going to burn a little bit of her lips just to create shadows, just to make it stand out a little bit better. And her ear. Alright, so I'm happy with the result and I am done. So I'm going to hide all of this. I don't need it. Alright, so I think we are done. This is the before and after. Alright guys, we are finished. I hope this tutorial is helpful, and this is my first time doing voiceover and I might messed up a little bit, but hopefully you guys like it, and don't forget to share and subscribe, give me a like, so it would help me a lot. And yeah, so this is it. Nothing hard. It's very simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.